EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Carolina Panthers. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Play action. Now it's Locke. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
29-yard line.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And got his man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Locke working out of the gun. Out quickly to Jeudy. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Broncos.
On play action, Locke. That's going to be caught by Jeudy. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another first down. And to give this time to the tailback. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. To throw it is Locke. The quick slant caught. Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Jeffers. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
And goal.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jerry Jeudy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
makes the score Broncos 7, Panthers nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
Christian McCaffrey on the carry.
No gain on the play there, second down.
On the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Mayfield on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. A.J. Epinesa. He's the one to get him, and that is 7 for him on the year. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Mayfield's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 10.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Broncos 7, Panthers nothing.
They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Lock now on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Locke. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
Locke's pass complete to K.J. Hamler. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They look to throw. It's Locke. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Now on is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Mayfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
He was brought down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And this one is right down the middle. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you're going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. Sub packages, don't they?
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing. Hurry.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Get that quick.
Now Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Makes the score.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
The Broncos.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
It's going to be another day. Shoot. Check 99. Check 99.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Panthers 13. Broncos 10.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Block off of play action. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Broncos.
Now Locke again. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts.
4 yards.
As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
53. Mike. It's a party.
Mayfield looks to throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Mayfield. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
And the Broncos first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun snap to Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27-yard
line.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Jump.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Run. We want it. Come to my work. Back.
Here's McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
53, Mike.
Mayfield to throw it. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. It's taken to the 26. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Fake, he'll set up to throw it. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down now, Jeffers. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They fake the handoff, now Lock. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fights loose. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From the 27, Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Hey, alert 33. Come get some. He don't want it. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. You don't want nothing.
On 2nd and a couple, Mayfield. And he almost had it defensively. could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Watch the shit. Watch the shit. King. Watch the shit. Watch the ass. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
He may try and run for this. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Beating the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Well, that's one of those in-between spots where you like to rely on analytics. Did you like the decision to go for it?
Frankly, I did because you know I'm an aggressive guy. But that the analytics and the old school go by your feel, that's got to marry up a little bit better because that one felt like an analytics call that someone didn't have confidence in. You know, normally this coach, I think he would have punted the ball.
Yeah, calculated risk. It didn't work out. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brings up.
Locke going to throw. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
At the 44-yard line.
McCaffrey on the counter. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. They find some open field here. A big play there from McCaffrey. 43 yards.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Broncos 13.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On the ground, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
180. 50. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Under 10.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
On 3rd down, Brooks. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, Broncos.
Locke working out of the gun. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
At the 19-yard line.
Second and 8 coming from the 19. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing his Locke on third down. That's going to be caught. And the Broncos are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. Come up here on 1st and 10. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
Taken down.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
3rd and 5.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Mayfield to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
53, check 53. Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense. Let's go, let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. Hurry. Regular. 53, Mike. Check 53, Mike.
Here's Mayfield. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
At the 39-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Carolina, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire